everybody, it's Miss Cliff. Today we're going to read Corduroy Lost and Found. But before we get started with that, I wanted to introduce what we're working on in our Read Aloud this week, which is finding the problem in a story. So what a problem is what the character wants or needs but cannot have. So how a good reader finds this out is that a reader looks for clues about what the character wants. The reader asks, why can't the character have that? And then we use the sentence stem. The problem is the character wants blank, but he or she can't have it because blank. So we're going to be doing that today while we read is finding the problem. Now why do we do that? Good readers figure out the problem because it helps them understand why characters do certain things. So we will be working on problem today in our book, Corduroy Lost and Found. So let's get started. Corduroy Lost and Found. One sunny Saturday afternoon, Lisa and her mother were riding on the bus home from a shopping trip. Corduroy sat comfortably on Lisa's lap as the bus bumped along. She held on to him so he wouldn't fall. Lisa took very good care of Corduroy. He looked out the window while Lisa and her mother talked about Lisa's birthday. Corduroy's ears perked right up. Lisa's having a birthday and I don't have a present for her, he said to himself. He looked out the window at all the stores. I wonder what she would like, he thought. They all got off the bus at the next stop. Lisa's mother rode the elevator up to their apartment, but Corduroy and Lisa liked to run up the stairs two at a time to see if they could get there first. That night, Corduroy lay awake long after Lisa fell asleep. He was worried about her present. I need to find something special, he decided. Very early the next morning, Corduroy slipped out of bed, tiptoed out of Lisa's room, and crept through the apartment. He opened the front door and stepped into the hallway. All right, I want you to pause the video here. Turn and talk with a parent or sibling about what you think the problem is right now. I think that the problem is that it's Lisa's birthday and Corduroy doesn't have a present for Lisa yet. And so now he's decided to go out and find her a present. So let's see if there's another problem that's going to happen. Just then the elevator doors opened. Maybe I'll find something for Lisa in here, said Corduroy as he looked in. Corduroy looked at the buttons on the wall. Each button had a number on it. This is like a game, Corduroy said. Lisa might like a game for her birthday. Corduroy climbed up on the stool and pressed a button. Oh no, what's going to happen? All at once, the doors closed and the elevator began to move up. This is like a rocket ship, thought Corduroy. Maybe Lisa would like to ride in a rocket ship for her birthday. Corduroy pressed more buttons. Down and up and down he went. Finally, the elevator came to a stop. When the doors opened, Corduroy stepped out into the lobby. I wonder what's going to happen. Where's Corduroy going? Peeking out over the roof of the building across the street, Corduroy saw just what he was looking for. It's the biggest, prettiest balloon I ever saw, thought Corduroy. That is what I want to give Lisa for her birthday. Is that a balloon? I want you to stop and look at the picture and see, is that really a balloon that Corduroy's looking at? It's not. It's the moon. I wonder if Corduroy is going to get the moon for Lisa for her birthday. Corduroy had never before been outside when it was all still dark. The familiar neighborhood looked very different. And where was Lisa's balloon? Then he saw it at the end of the street. "It's getting away," cried Corduroy. He ran as fast as he could to catch it. Okay, I want to stop here and think about what the problem is. I want you to turn and talk to a parent or sibling, and I want you to tell them that the problem is the character wants blank, but he can't have it because blank. Let's do that now. I think that the character Corduroy wants the balloon, which is actually the moon, and he can't have it because it's far away and he doesn't know how to find it. Before he had gone very far, he saw a big brown dog. Maybe Lisa would like a pet for her birthday, thought Corduroy. "Hello," he said to the dog. "Arf!" barked the dog, and it picked him up by the overalls and carried him down the street. Just when they got to the corner, a big noisy truck slowed down and someone threw a tall stack of newspapers onto the sidewalk. The dog was so surprised that he dropped Corduroy on top of the papers. That is where Mr. Gonzalez, the owner of the newsstand, found Corduroy sitting all by himself. "Where in the world did you come from, mi amigo?" He put Corduroy up on a shelf. "I think someone must have dropped you. You look like a very special bear, and I bet they will be back for you. Until then, you can help me sell my papers." From up on the shelf, Corduroy could see everything that was going on. As people bought papers, Corduroy smiled shyly at them. "This must be a job," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a job." A woman stopped in front of the newsstand. "How much for the bear?" she asked. "Sorry, senora, this bear is not for sale. He is lost and is waiting to be found," said Mr. Gonzalez. Lost? Corduroy had never wanted to be lost. He thought about Lisa. He knew that she would be worried about him. Then Corduroy remembered the balloon. He'd forgotten all about it. Where was it? Oh, Corduroy has two problems now. What are his problems? I want you to pause here and I want you to turn and talk to a parent or sibling about what both of his problems are right now. I would say problem number one is that Corduroy wanted to get a gift for Lisa, but he can't have it because it's the moon and he can't find where the moon is. And I would say his second problem is that he is lost and he doesn't know how to get unlost because he doesn't know where he is. Corduroy looked up and down the street. It wasn't dark anymore, but he didn't see the beautiful balloon anywhere. I think because it's probably light out and the moon went away, right? Corduroy doesn't know that. Now he was sad and sleepy. He wanted to be home with Lisa. Corduroy fell asleep thinking about balloons and home. Let's see how he's going to solve the problem. He was just waking up when he heard a familiar voice. Look, there's Lisa putting up a poster, and there's Corduroy waking up. A very worried Lisa was asking Mr. Gonzalez if she could put up a sign she made for her lost bear. "This is a very good picture, señorita," said Mr. Gonzalez. There it says, "Lost Bear, Corduroy." if I had to predict, I would say one of Corduroy's problems is about to be solved. But you won't need this sign. Your bear is here with me. Mr. Gonzalez took Corduroy down from the shelf and gave him a lollipop. It looked just like the balloon he had wanted to give to Lisa. Oh my goodness, did two problems get solved? The first problem was that he wanted a balloon to give to Lisa, and Mr. Gonzalez gave him a lollipop that looked like a balloon so he could give that to Lisa. I would say check, that problem is solved. And look, Lisa found Corduroy, so now he's not lost anymore. So I would say that second problem, check, is solved. Muchas gracias, señor, said Lisa. Thank you for helping me, Corduroy, said Mr. Gonzalez. Adios. Corduroy and Lisa were so happy they ran all the way home and up the stairs, two at a time. Corduroy, I was so worried about you, said Lisa. The only thing I wanted for my birthday was to have my best friend back home with me. Lisa gave Corduroy a big hug. That's exactly what I wanted too, thought Corduroy, and he gave Lisa a birthday hug right back. There they are celebrating Lisa's birthday. So the problem is solved. Corduroy is home and he gave his balloon lollipop to Lisa. So today we read Corduroy Lost and Found. We also were talking about what the problem was in a story. We know a problem is what the character wants or needs but cannot have. So today we read to find the problem because it helped us understand why the characters did certain things. We were trying to figure out why Corduroy was going out, and he was going out to find Lisa a present, but then he got lost, which created a problem. So then we know that Lisa had to come around and find Corduroy so that the problem could be solved. So finding the problem helps us know why characters do things in a story. I hope you enjoyed our read aloud today, and I'll see you tomorrow with another read aloud. Bye, friends.